I am finally doing it. I'm doing What If Deku was the son of Hades and Persephone? So, if you know where this is from, it's from Overly Sarcastic Productions. I get all my information there. So if there are little details that you, that are missing from this, don't mind them. It's just that Overly Sarcastic Productions, I'm not blaming them, of course. It's just like they do small videos where it explains them in a more simpler form and with jokes. So it's more, Okay. In this What If, there are a different set of gods for each universe. And in this What If, it's the Greek gods run this universe. And they live on Earth and live with mortals, but still do their jobs and have a meeting each season to talk about rules and other responsibilities. Also, if you hear anything, it's because my sibling and cousin are watching movies in the other room and they refuse to turn it down. So yeah. So, Overly Sarcastic Productions, check them out. Hades did kidnap Persephone, but in the end, she ended up liking him too, so she does eat the pomegranate seed of the dead, makes her part of the dead, and lives with Hades. Demeter dislikes the relationship, but can't stop it, so she just lets it happen as long as he doesn't make her sad. So, if y'all find this weird, y'all should check out Hades. It's where it explains most of the things. So, actually, Hades and Persephone are one of the most healthiest relationships in basic Greek mythology. So, okay. All the gods live in different places because some of them have grudges and honestly want to live their best life on Earth. Then have another war and was brought on for a stupid reason. Hades and Persephone live in the woods in a large lodge house which is a couple hour walk to the actual city of Masutafu. They used things around them to live. Of course, eating was optional, but it was a nicer habit. They had a little farm in the back that supplies their vegetables and hunt for food and live in a peaceful life in the forests with Cerberus, the three-headed dog, which is also translated to Spot. This is Spot. He's a very nice boy. Okay. But throughout the years, Hades and Persephone decide to have a child. And Izuku was born. Izuku was born with light blonde hair due to his, where is it? There we go. Here we go. Okay. Has light blonde hair due to his mother being blonde and his father having white hair, and it mixed and made blonde, light blonde. Izuku has 2 different toned blue eyes. He has his mother's, okay. I know where we are. He has on his left eye, he has his mother's sapphire blue eyes. And he has his father's cyan blue eye on his right. Do y'all just, crack your knuckles and be able to crack them continuously, or am I just weird? Probably. Okay, let's get back because I'm getting too sidetracked. Why can't I speak? His celestial body, not human body, is deep periwinkle. It's at the end. There. It's like, it's this color. It's this color. So, yeah. That's cute. Let's leave it there. Okay. Izuku can tug on the strings of fate, or life and death. He can change the future if someone dies or lives, living things such as plants. In part, that he gets from his mother is that he can grow living things around him and can control living things as well. And he can also take the life essence out of people and store it as energy and power, of course with his father's permission, because it's taking something from someone else. And somewhat control water, a bit of lightning, since his father's brothers are Poseidon and Zeus. Izuku loved being outside, but got his father's quiet nature. Izuku knew he was the son of two gods, but didn't know about other gods, so he didn't know of his uncles or about his father's acquaintances. Izuku would play in the forest and hang out around the river nearby. On one day, far out into the forest, he heard similar unfamiliar voices, and that didn't sound like any animal. He saw people in weird clothing and weird features. He wasn't sure who they were and decided to find out. At the time, Izuku was, let's say, 8, 6, whatever, and was in an ancient Greek type of outfit and shoes of a prince in ancient Greece. So, like, the first type of shoes, I think. And, like, they were basically sandals. Izuku came down with his Izuku was smart, so he tried to make them aware of his presence, but not a supposed hostile presence. Izuku shook some bushes and caught the attention and got on guard. Izuku came out with his hands on his side, and one of the heroes says, "A kid doing this far into the forest? How did you get here, kid?" They noticed the clothing seemed off and was not Japanese cultured, and questioned if he was Japanese, even though he looked a bit like it. Izuku then said, "I live here with my parents. It's not that far. You're only a bit away. It's not even that far." All Might, who was also on this expedition, walks up to Izuku and says, "All Might is here. There is no need to fear. Now, could you lead us to your parents?" Izuku says, "Need permission first." Izuku goes, what was I supposed to say? Goes goes out of earshot and makes a pool of water in his hand and shows his mother and father looking back at him and says, "Mom, Dad, there are a group of people really deep in the forest. I know I'm not supposed to be here, but they say they are heroes and they want to take me. They want me to take you to them." I also confronted them. I'm sorry, I need to get comfortable. Okay, let's continue. Hades sighs and says, "You can bring them and I will explain. Then Persephone chimes in and says, "And this is a perfect learning experience. Just bring them in. Of course, we will leave the part where you being part of us being, well, son. Also, on your way, can you get some berries from the outskirts? Hades then says, on your way back, you will run into the guardians, since you're not alone. They will need to be given permission by you to enter the rest of the forest, okay? Izuku says, okay. The pool of water in his hands drips out, and then it's gone. He then walks back and says, I'll be leading you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Who is it? Okay, it was my father. He just got something or whatever. Okay, let's do this. On your way back, you will run into the guardians in a forest. Okay, Izuku says, okay, the pool of water drips out of his hand and it's gone. He walks back and says, I'll be leading you to my home. Just no, we're going to go in the middle of the forest. Now, do we have any questions? I feel like his voice would be a lot more quieter. One of the heroes say, how long do we need to go before we get there? Izuku says, it's better for you to not know. It's better for you not to know, so you won't give up halfway. Well, of course, we will take breaks, so don't worry. Now let's get started. Izuku turns his back to the heroes and walks deeper into a deer path and goes on for about 2 hours. And the group starts to get tired, even though they only been walking for the last hour or two. One of the heroes say, Kid, how are you not even tired? We've been walking for 1 or 2 hours. They're unaware for how long they've been walking. Izuku looks behind him and says, because this isn't even halfway. We still have 5 hours left, but we can rest for now. Izuku then steps away to the group and makes a water communication magic and says, we will be late since they're very slow. Hades then says it's okay, and Izuku goes back to the group after 6 hours instead of 5 since of walking and breaks, and they made it into the lodge and covered in vines. Some are dead but still beautiful. Izuku leads them inside and sees Hades near the fire holding Persephone in his arms and being a cute couple. Basically, this picture. Okay. Being a cute couple. They looked in the direction of his parents and ran to them and giving them a hug and said, these are my parents. Hades said, my name is Hades. Nice to make your acquaintance. Persephone says, hi, I'm his wife and his mother. Points to Izuku. It's nice to meet you. They come to sit down on the couch and Hades and Persephone sit on the other couch in front of that couch they sat on. Hades says, my son has said that you wanted to meet me for some reason. Could you please elaborate? All Might says, well, most of us did not expect to have to walk all this way, but the main reason here is we came here to see why he was here, so if he was in danger, but now we're here, and I see he's just fine. But I do have to say, he has amazing stamina. He was able to last longer than all of us, and even when were out of it, he was still going. You two should put him for the hero course when he's in the future, he says with a smile. Okay, 1 second, we're gonna move. Okay. Okay, we're here, he says with a smile. Izuku was sitting in between his parents and looked at them with a kind of confused look, like he was questioning his parents without speaking. They smiled and told him to go to his room for a bit. When they called, he could come back. Izuku did, and walked to his room and read a book or something. Then Persephone says, "It'd be lovely for him to become a hero. Well, you have come all this way. Please, be at ease and have a drink. Well, would you like some tea?" They nodded, and she went to the kitchen, and Hades went to help her. The heroes chatted among themselves, but one guy liked Persephone even though she was married, but had a bad feeling about Hades. Due to them not being of different culture, they do not see the similarities for the Greek gods, so please don't say it's very obvious, because most other cultures don't know other cultures' gods, or just doesn't try to associate themselves with other gods from different religions. And mostly United States is mostly like diverse, and most people try to learn other cultures mostly. So if you're a different culture, you probably don't know, and the rare chance you do is very not likely. So yeah. After got their drinks, they were sent off with a companion, of course, to guide them. Hades and Persephone called him back and sat him down and said, "Izuku, we both told you about the world we knew, but we never told you about the world around us. See, there are things such as heroes and villains and quirks that are close to your own powers. There's not..."
This is awkward.
I told you I was recording.
No.
What do you need?
I just want to charge my phone.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm doing a video. What do you think I'm doing? I'm doing a video.
About what?
A what if?
What is the what if?
What if Deku was son of Hades and Persephone?
What?
Was the son of Hades and Persephone? Jesus. Waiting to repeat myself.
Yeah, because I'm kind of deaf at the moment.
Why? You're tired? Okay, let's continue. Stop moving the door and just get out. This is going to be a longer video than I thought. I swear to God, if she comes back and tries to open the door, I haven't locked it. Okay, let's get back. God, she distracted me so much. Villains, heroes, quirks, powers. There is no thing, not a being that they call God. Some don't even believe in it. So gods are myth and legends, things that are not real for them. Izuku said, "If they don't believe..."
Open the door, my phone's in there! I don't lock the door like someone's gonna burst in and kill you. Like, Jesus, woman.
Maybe.
All I wanted was being on the phone listening to music, and I can't, so if you hear my music in the background, too bad.
Jesus, I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon. If they don't believe in gods, then what do they believe in? Persephone says, "They believe in what they can see and discover, but some do believe and others don't. So really, as for others, self to the side." Izuku understood and was given a phone and as well as a laptop to discover the human world. They would send him to human school too. And this is the end. God damn it. Goodbye and have a good day, night, evening, whatever the hell it is near you. And have a nice day.